Every successful person that you admire, whether it's Elon Musk or Michael Jordan, has one thing in common. They have mastered the artwork of outworking everyone else. It's not just about working hard, it's about working relentlessly on the things that matter the most. In this video, I am going to teach you exactly how to do that. Outwork everyone else. And whether you are a business owner, content creator, or a person looking to dominate in your field, you will walk away with the tools that will give you results and leave your competition far behind in the dust. So let's get started and let's get into the presentation for today. So this is a super hard hitting presentation on how to outwork everyone else, presented by Storyfy Media. Let's dive in. So first of all, who is this presentation for? This is for entrepreneurs, content creators, business owners, and ambitious people. And who is this presentation not for? Exactly. People who treat weekends like national holidays, fan of 2-hour lunch breaks and 15-minute work sprints, the manifestation without work crowd who think the secret books is gonna get you everything. No, sorry, that's not gonna happen. Next, anyone who thinks work-life balance is very important, this video is not for you. Here is what you will master today. Defining work, choosing the right inputs, how to work more and better, and 7 epic tools for absolute domination in your field. So, part 1, defining work. First, let's define what we tend to do on an everyday basis, work. What is actually work? How do we define work? So, first of all, let's use the science definition. We have work equals force times distance. But there is a slight problem with this definition, and that is, it is not very useful for knowledge workers. Business owners and content creators cannot use this definition. So, we can use another definition, that is, work equals time spent working, or the inputs. But there is another problem. People who can work for 15 to 18 hours per day, so how can you really outwork them? There is no clear measurement. You could be working on a project. Let's say you would be watching a YouTube video or reading a book or reading an article and still call it work. But you won't move forward. You don't get the results. Let's move forward. So how do we actually define work? Perfect definition of work would be work equals output, a work done, finished, executed. So this is how we will define work. Absolutely, work equals outputs, nothing else. So if we say work equals output, then how do we define outputs? Defining output means volume times leverage. That will be our outputs. Volume means how much we do, and leverage means how effectively you do something. Simply understood, number of times you do something times how much you get out each time you do something. So now we understand work and we understand outputs. So let's understand how can we work faster. So working faster, we have a definition. Work rate equals volume times leverage upon time. Simply understood, work per unit of time, or output produced per unit of time. So how do we get most output per unit of time? In case of business, we need money, and in case of content creation, we need audience. We need to be absolutely clear on what is the output that we need. Then only we can define our inputs properly. In business, we need money, and in content creation, we need audience. So we can understand that work is either you do more activity or do it with more leverage and you get the most output. But before we increase our leverage, we need to work harder. This video is actually for you if you want to work harder. Actually want to work harder. So let's move to part 2, choosing the right inputs. We will cover 2 things. Clear inputs that grows our business and content creation, and then second part is removing everything else that does not grow your business and does not make you a good content creator. Now, for growing your business, only 2 things that are very important are customers and how are we going to get customers, more traffic and higher conversion. And the second part is making them worth more, raising our prices and decreasing the churn rate. That's how we are going to make money in our business. That's the only 4 levers that we can work on and make money in our business. And for content creation on social media, for growing our audience, we will create content consistently and optimize for discovery. And the second part is monetize our audience by the help of brand deal values and monetization through products. So what activities we need to do in business? When I say more traffic, we need to advertise more and better. When I say higher conversion, we need to practice sales, improve our offer. Buy more times means decreasing the churn rates with the help of reach outs, exit interviews, prepayment, faster results, offline events with the clients. And for raising our prices, we need to pitch higher prices in each sale until it hits a plateau. And what activities do we actually need to do for the content creation? Let's dive in. Create consistently with the help of Batch content creation, set a posting schedule, track the metrics and improve, optimize for discovery with the help of leveraging trends, collaborate with creators, search engine optimization and keywords, competitor analysis. We need to increase brand deal values with the help of focusing on engagement rates, developing niche authority, showcasing our results. And we can monetize through products with the help of creating digital products, selling merchandise, building funnels. But it seems like you tend to do none of these things. Instead, the business owners are busy browsing social media for inspiration, watching another tactics YouTube video, tweaking website, font, colors, logos, checking your emails, unnecessary meetings, saying yes to every new shiny thing, task switching, learning continuously without execution. And our content creators are busy doing some of these things that don't even matter. These are scrolling reels and calling it research, never recreating the reels you saved, over editing content, over analyzing script, perfectionism in everything, over planning content, trying to do everything at once, trying to perfect everything before even starting. So, by doing all these activities that feel like work, but the impact of these tasks are nothing. So, you would be better off doing nothing rather than doing this menial task and calling yourself busy. Understood? So, none of these activities actually move you forward. Instead, they increase your mental pressure, stress, self doubt, anxiety. So, for smaller business owners, when you are really small, your 90% effort should be focused on these two things only. That is, more traffic and higher conversion. Because when you are a small business owner, you don't have enough clients. So, first of all, you need to increase the number of clients you have, then only you can raise the prices of each client. So, you need to advertise more and better and improve your sales and offers. That's the only two things you need to focus on. And for smaller content creators, you only need to focus on these two things. That is creating consistently and optimizing for discovery. Rest, everything else can be handled later on. First, you need to gather a large amount of audience, then only there's a way you can monetize them actually. Now, let me give you an example of what really precise inputs mean that will get you the most amount of outputs. When I say mastering advertising, these are the activities that you need to do on an everyday basis to increase and optimize your advertising, right? So, master advertising by doing more. First, the key to advertising better lies in advertising more. Repetition breeds excellence. Skill in advertising is often measured by volume, creating 300 plus ads, tracking their performance, analyzing the results, and retargeting effectively. To become exceptional at advertising, immerse yourself in the process, do so much that it would be impossible to stay bad after that level of practice. Again, we're just defining inputs here. So, if you are running ad, it means you are committed to spending 4 hours per day scripting, analyzing, writing copy, recording ads, which means learning how to use an editing software, or how to record better from your iPhone camera, or how to design more catchy and great ad graphics. And if you are going to use content as your primary advertising tool, so you will spend 4 hours per day creating content, scripting, writing, shooting, and editing. These will be the things that you will spend your time on. And if you're hearing 4 hours per day and thinking, how will I get the time to do everything else in the day? And here is the perfect answer I have. Remember, doing everything else is what's not growing your business. You are doing everything else and you are doing what matters really small. So, this is what your time looks like when your business is stalled. And this is what your time looks like when your business is growing. And too many of you, if you're honest with yourself, your days look like this. And we expect results something that look like this. And if you're still thinking you need to keep doing things you're currently doing, you need to ask a few questions very strictly and very honestly with yourself. I am doing activity dash. Is it directly making me money? Look for ROI. And I am doing this activity dash for the past few months or years and still haven't progressed. This will be a great reflection for you. You need to fill out both of these sentences and see for yourself that you are doing some inputs that are wrong and still you are not getting the outputs. So the inputs that you are putting in are absolutely wrong. And for getting this very clear to you, I would like to present you with a hard-hitting quote. Insanity is doing the same things over and over again but expecting different results, said by Sir Albert Einstein. And whenever you think, what am I doing, and the task that you're doing is important or not, or you're feeling difficulty in starting a mental task, then this is a list of things that are not actually doing the thing.
So here is a list of things that are not doing the thing. Preparing to do the thing isn't doing the thing. Scheduling time to do the thing isn't doing the thing. Making a to-do list for the thing isn't doing the thing. Telling people you're going to do the thing isn't doing the thing. Messaging friends who may or may not be doing the thing isn't doing the thing. Writing a banger tweet about how you're going to do the thing isn't doing the thing. Hating on yourself for not doing the thing isn't doing the thing. Hating on other people who have done the thing isn't doing the thing. Hating on the obstacles in the way of you doing the thing isn't doing the thing. Fantasizing about all of the adoration you'll receive once you do the thing isn't doing the thing. Reading about how to do the thing isn't doing the thing. Reading about how other people did the thing isn't doing the thing. Reading this essay isn't doing the thing. The only thing that is doing the thing is doing the thing. And I love this insight that you can dress it up however you want. The work just needs doing. And you can fluff it and you can change it and you can talk about compounding. But ultimately, it comes down to sitting at the desk and answering the email, opening the Word document, recording the podcast.
So, if we use these 4 things as our guide, let's say you master traffic and you are getting loads of leads, but you couldn't close the deals due to lack of sales skills. Then conversion becomes the limiter, and now you would train someone else on the advertising stuff you do, then spend 4 hours per day on conversion, which might look like for optimizing your higher conversion. These are the right activities that you need to do every single day. When conversion becomes the limiter, this is what you will do. You will actually track your close rates, actually record all sales interaction, watch game tape of sales that worked every morning, practice your script out loud, hire someone who can give you feedback, ideally daily, have a 2-minute mental prep right before you take consults, give a pre-sale questionnaire to every person who walks in the door, qualify people on the phone, better to please sell them. And then you actually do the things over and over again until you solve the problem. Because all problems are solvable with skills. And all skills are attainable with repetition and feedback. And once you have a skill, you can do it in less time, which gives you leverage. So you can do more in less time. The better you get at a skill, the less time it's going to take you to do it over again. And you get more output in less amount of time. In other words, once you get great at sales, you don't need to spend as much time on sales and you will still close the same percentage. Maintaining a skill is 10% of the work of learning one. As if saying, just like maintaining weight is 1/10 of the effort of losing it. And everything you spend your time on has clearly ladder up one of these 4 things. But still, if you're going to be thinking to yourself, how am I going to find the time? I don't have a lot of time on my schedule. I'm very busy. I'm tired. How will I do it? Then congratulations. You can consider yourself excused and your business will not grow 3rd year in a row. Are you happy with that? And the winners in the market won't care, the customers won't care either, and only you will suffer with the excuses you make. For the people who want to make more out of their time, stick with the presentation. I have got some secret time hacks that will help you a lot. So let's move forward. Now, part 3, how to work more and better. As promised earlier, we were going to cover 2 things from finding time and work perspective. Getting clear on the inputs that are going to grow your business, and we have covered that. So next thing is removing everything that isn't that from your business. Now, this part of the presentation is just facts, so you cannot disagree. We all have 24 hours in a day, agreed? And people who move faster just do better things with their time. So, example, you can use scissors to cut the grass, or you can call someone else to cut the grass. In both of the cases, the grass gets cut. So we outlined that we have to spend your time working on one of these 4 levers in your business, at least 4 hours per day. So I'm going to show you how to find time with a combination of habits and buying time. So we will cover 2 things, finding time and buying time. So first let's get started with finding time. Each person needs to juggle between these 2 types of mode, maker schedule and manager schedule. That is given by Sir Paul Graham. So the maker time is large blocks of uninterrupted time, actually 4 to 6 hours, only have 14 hours per week. These are low urgency but high importance tasks. A productive maker calendar is an empty calendar because that's when you can schedule longer hours of period for making your work. An interruption destroys the entire block. So a good maker time would be looking something like this. This is my own schedule. It's scheduled from 5 a.m. in the morning to 6 p.m. in the evening because I have more maker time than manager schedule. So this is just peaceful, uninterrupted blocks of time, and you can just get so much work done in these blocks. Next, we move on to the manager time. Time blocks as small as 5 to 15 minutes. We can just fit in 100 plus work blocks per week. The goal is to fill your calendar. You are maximally productive as a manager when you have no gaps. This is usually training teams, coordinating, communicating, putting out fires. These are high urgency and moderate importance tasks in your business. So this is what a manager time would look like. These are quick meetings, 5 to 30 minutes, and more discussion oriented and decision making oriented. This will drain more of your social energy, and it usually involves interacting with other humans and coordinating with them. Now, we need to wear both of these caps in a business from time to time. But the disaster happens when both of these caps meet actually in one day or one time slot. So your team and yourself need to be absolutely clear on start of the day on what type of maker or manager day you are going to have particularly. You and your team needs to be very clear and need to understand the importance of both types of caps so that your business can grow and scale rapidly. So manager time actually happens automatically because people are always watching for your attention and your time. So it will happen automatically. We need to focus on making maker type appear on your calendar. So here are the tactics that will give you more of your maker time. So here's how you can make more maker time. Decide the most important project that you need to work on for a while. Wake up at 4 to 5 a.m. and work till 9 to 10 a.m. You will get an uninterrupted block of 4 to 5 hours. These are some of my personal tactics. Dark room, no windows, no sound, no notifications, no phone calls. No phone should be visible in the range where you are working, and earplugs. Going to bed and waking up exactly at the same time at night, including weekends, and also working on the weekends, and treat weekends and weekdays like same, because you will have 104 days of uninterrupted time where you can work and outcompete your competition. So it's better. Now let's talk about buying time. We need to understand that in business there are no emergencies. You don't need to solve every problem, and you don't need to solve everyone's problem. You can skip them. Your business isn't going to grow third year in a row, and that's the biggest problem that you need to solve today. So you are the most valuable person in your company. You produce the most value for the company. If you had a star employee, you would want to maximize every waking moment for their work. So why not do it for yourself first? But there is a myth of professional life and personal life integration, and don't worry, this presentation is absolutely not about that. What I mean is that we all have just one battery, and the problem with your spouse, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, your kids, your chores, your tasks, your employees, they all drain from the same source. So you become more productive by eliminating the things that make you unproductive more than by adding some Pomodoro time hacker. So if we all have 24 hours per day, someone who works on the most important stuff for 16 hours per day, 6 days per week, will move way faster than someone who just works 3 hours per day. So what will be better? If you actually look at your calendar and analyze your past week, how much maker time you actually made for your business. You actually worked dedicatedly just 4 hours per week. And that's the reason why someone else can move 30 times faster than you. And this is the stark amount of difference. Someone can work 96 productive hours per week, and you are working just 4 productive hours per week. And that's how someone will be able to move 30 times faster than you towards their goals, even though both people work all day. So now let's get really tactical. This is for people who actually want to get to the next level, not for everyone. If you want to implement it, then do it properly. So an average American spends about 50 hours per month on eating, prepping, cleaning, groceries for the food, and 20 hours per month on cleaning their home, 16 hours per month on laundry, washing, drying, folding, driving to laundromat, whatever. And now let's get really tactical. The replacement cost will be $800 per month for outsourcing your cleaning, eating, and your lunch, dinner, everything, and $500 per month for entirely cleaning your home, and $200 per month for laundry, washing, etc. So for $1,500 per month, or 12,000 rupees in India, or 500 euros in European countries, you can get 96 hours back per month, and these are 2 full work weeks per month that we are talking about. That's how you grow faster than your competition. That means if you can make more than $15 per hour with your time, you should make that trade every time. And this is the best form of reinvesting in yourself. But you have to use the time you buy to work to even make more amount of money. And it's not going to be like you pay $1,500 per month and then you watch 96 more hours of Netflix. No, it's not that trade. But if you could spend $1,500 per month on your most valuable employee to get 50% more out of them, wouldn't you? If you had a star employee and just for $1,500 per month, they would be able to produce 50% more for your business. Would you make that trade? So why not make that trade first for yourself and then for your employees? So if you're willing to make that trade for the most valuable employee in your company, you should do it for you. because you are the most valuable person in your company now and ever. So you should make that trade for yourself first. And these are the free 40 hours per week that people still spend. Following sports team 4 hours per week, the replacement cost would be $0. Watching TV, movies, and it would take 21 hours per week, the replacement cost literally nothing. Scrolling social media 17 hours per week, replacement cost also literally nothing. Driving to and from work and refilling gas 4.5 hours per week, the replacement cost would be like $700 or more if you travel a lot. And for $1,500 per month, you can still do all these fun things and outsource all your human chores. And I want to be very clear, you will never get this gain in personal efficiency ever again. These are so few things that you can spend $1,500 per month to get 96 hours back. So, most of you will watch the video, nod your head, and not take a decision. Still, after all these tactics, you will still clean your house, cook your food, fold your clothes a certain way. Nobody in the market cares about that. You need to just ask yourself a few questions very clearly. Is it worth your business not growing by 50% this year? Is it worth not achieving your goals once again? Is it worth staying in the same place in 2025 again? Ask yourself these questions very honestly. Is it worth staying in the same place in 2025 again? And you'll be amazed why a year later you'll still be in the same exact position while someone else took these simple steps and 30x their output. And this trading up for time and buying time, it literally never ends. So you trade your less valuable work for money, then you get free time in which you can do your more valuable work, and you trade money for that. And this cycle keeps on repeating. You keep buying time and then you keep getting more valuable time to get more money. We are on to the fourth part, in which I will give you 7 epic tools for domination. Hear them out. So, first of all, even before the 7, I want to give you the most basic and the most important thing, that is, have a routine. I cannot stress on how important this is. Have a strict sleep time. You will automatically wake up on time. If you have this problem, just sleep on time. Have a sleep reminder than a wake up reminder. So, sleep on time. Take a good 5, 6 or 7 hours of sleep, ideally starting from 10 p.m. because that's when your circadian rhythm hits you. Right? So that's when you should go to sleep. And you should wake up early, probably between 4 a.m. to 6 a.m. And you, just after waking up, work in a big chunk of time. It should be ideally between 5 to 6 hours. It should be uninterrupted. So you have slept peacefully and then you can work in a longer time block very peacefully. Now, these are some of my personal favorites. You should work in a man cave. Work in isolation as much as possible. Use a good table lamp focused on just one thing and one task that you're doing. The room should be dark lit. Just don't damage your eyes. Be sensible. But work on a desk and chair so that you can sit for longer time. No clutter on your desk and environment. And then, this is a life hack. You can buy this physical Pomodoro timer. It's about 1,000 rupees and $10 to $12 on Amazon. This is a very important thing that you can take for yourself. So, it is easy to use. You just rotate the timer and you start it, right? So put a 90-minute or a 60-minute timer, start it, and then start working. And each time you don't work or get distracted, stop the timer so you will know that you are not working and you are distracted. So you will absolutely record how much you absolutely worked. Next, we have a phone blocker. Always use do not disturb mode while working. No notification, no phone calls, no messages. If you have got a phone addiction, use apps like Keep Me Out and Lock Me Out. Physically keep your phone away from the place you are working. And if you are working on a laptop and you are a professional, you actually don't need your phone. If you even want your WhatsApp or your Instagram for scouting, reach outs, or research work, you can just log it onto your laptop and then use it, because your phone is a distracting machine. So just get rid of it as soon as possible. Next, when you want to take your productivity to even next level, we have focus timers for PC and laptops. One Focus is a software used for Mac for having strict app and website locks. You can make sessions and activate them on command. It's super hard lock, and once it's activated, it cannot be turned off. Decide what project you will be working on and then allocate the apps and website you need to block everything else. And then next we have eliminating YouTube. It's one of the major distractions, and if you eliminate it, you will have a heck load of time. So you can disable YouTube from your phone. Install Unhook RYS website blocker extension from Chrome on your laptop and your PC so you will not scroll YouTube and watch mindless content. Only use YouTube if you are taking notes alongside YouTube. So open your YouTube window on one side or your Notion, Evernote, whatever you use for note taking, and then use YouTube. Because if you're not taking notes from YouTube, you're actually not learning. You're just wasting time. So better just skip it. And these are some of the focus enhancer methods that I have taken from Dr. Andrew Huberman. You can work in a 90-minute sprint with a 15-minute break, and try not to listen to music or watch a video in the break time, because you need to just let your eyes and brain decompress in the break time. And wake up, drink salt mixed water. It just enhances your brain activity levels in the morning. Then take your coffee after 60 minutes of waking up. Take cold shower whenever you can. Use white noise plus a 15-minute timer before start working. See, this is a really simple life hack. Whenever you want to get in the mood to work, it's a simple hack. Set a 15-minute timer on your Pomodoro, then just start it and use white noise in the background. And when you're not in the mood to work and you do this activity, you will just start wrapping your hands around the problem. You will get to get the lay of the land of what the problem is, and then you will get in the zone, mood to work. So next one is use a 40-hour hertz binaural beats in the background while working. Please don't listen to music, it's distracting. And if you really struggle with focus, try watching this video from Dr. Andrew Huberman. It's on Focus Toolkit, and it will give you a heck loads of tools that you can use while working. Next, we have an output and time tracking sheet. So it's a simple PDF or a printed pages in which you can actually track your time hour by hour for a few weeks, so that you can understand where you actually spend your time. And here is an app called as Repeat Alarm that you can use to track your time even in your phone. But it's better you get a physical sheet printed out. I will give the link in the description, so you can actually track your time and your task, what you're doing per hour. You can get an output filled up, and you can also mark whether it was urgent or important. So you will get a lay of the land of how you're spending your time. And next, let's just bring this whole presentation together so that you still understand why this is so important. So that's all the stuff that you actually grow your business. If you work on the right stuff, your business and your audience will grow. Like working on all these 4 levers, and you want to do as much as you can to grow as fast as you can. So let me show this with a picture. So this is you have your work, you have your leverage, your USP, some kind of moat, and then you are producing outputs. But if you add volume to it, then your output just doubles, triples, or 30x's. And you should make sure your days look something like this and not like this. And to do that in reality, you do the right stuff that actually grows your business, and you eliminate everything else that does not grow your business. If you do all those things, you can actually work not just 2x or 4x more effective than your competition, but 30x more effective. Let me repeat, not just 2x or 4x more than your competition, but you can just do 30x more than your competition. Because your competition is just like you, super distracted, notifications all turned on, taking calls in middle of the day, only working 3 productive hours per week, doing multiple things at once, and you can absolutely murder your competition in their sleep by growing your business 30x faster. Let me repeat, you can absolutely murder your competition in their sleep while you can work on your business. So you maximize your time and actually work on the things that matter, which will make everyone else wonder, how does he move so fast? How does he making progress so fast? But you will know the secret, which is there is no secret. You just have one battery, and you try to eliminate as many drains as you can that aren't aligned with your goals. And that is how you compress growth of multiple lifetime into one. Take a good grasp of this slide, and this is how you can compress growth of multiple lifetimes into one. Thank you. That was the hard-hitting presentation on how to outwork everyone else. I hope you liked it, and I'll see you in the next one. See ya.